And then, the first night we went out, and it was in Grand Central Station, and it's not the same fancy place like it is now. I just went there today.
Okay, I haven't gone, so tell me. Well, we'll make this short. But yeah, it's changed, but it was hot back then.
Now let's say like this: like it's one of the most beautiful places in the city, like architecture-wise.
Okay, I have to see it before I fly out tomorrow.
But that time, New York had such a big problem with homelessness. So you could see like there's a couple of thousands of people
at the Grand Central Station.
Yep, and they would be just sitting there, and they had nowhere to go. So at that very night, there was the first time that the first night that we stayed in the Grand Central Station, there was a blizzard outside. So
wait, what? There was a blizzard outside while you stayed at Grand Central Station?
Yeah, like it was like snowing like crazy.
And you're like, where's the plan that?
Yeah, and we were like, first of all, we said like, let's go to Central Park and stay there. And then like the snow became a little bit too much, and like we were like really under thick layers of snow.
So for those of you who obviously don't know Usher, his dad was a good old white man. He's a farmer, farm boy. He had his own farm, and he was a tough guy.
He was.
Yeah.
So and he was always like very adventurous. So he was basically Crocodile Dundee in
the German Crocodile Dundee.
He was. So and it's not wrong. Nothing wrong about it. But
no. I mean, I like that lifestyle for him. It's just a little wild, but you guys survived, and it made you better for it.
We did. And so that was like we stayed there totally in the Grand Central Station for 2 nights. And one night we were walking through Brooklyn and Queens.
Right.
And that was like, it was crazy. So, because there was even the nights before I had the appointment at Marvel Comics.
Wait, what? You had an appointment with Marvel Comics?
Yeah.
As a cartoonist?
Yeah, I wanted.
How old were you?
15.
Now, how did you have an appointment with them?
No,
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. And they sure don't know.
No, it's just like this. Like at that time, I just called them up and I said I'm coming.
You called them from Germany?
From Germany, yeah.
So guys, like back then, it was super expensive to call from anywhere international. So you called from your home.
Yeah.
So how did you find Marvel's number?
Whoa. Good question.
I ask a question sometimes.
It's just like I always bought the American version of the comic books because the German ones were
translated.
They were translated.
It was trash, guys.
So and they were exactly not the same as
you can't translate the vibe. We would be even funnier in German, but we wanted more people to hear this. So, also können wir ein bisschen Deutsch reden, weißt du, wie ich meine? Nein.
Immer Deutsch.
No, we're just playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's why. So you got the American version of the comics, and the number was in there.
They always show the editorial at the last page, and you see like basically like, the whole management and everything. They have like the credits like they show in the movies.
Right.
So this is how I got in touch with them.
At age 15, look, I think if you want to improve your life, think about being resourceful. If a black German kid, can open a comic book, find a number, and call the United States when this costs a lot of money, and get an appointment with Marvel, don't sell yourself short. I think like oftentimes we live in a land of one moment. We live in a land of unlimited impossibilities. We have all these roadblocks, and we think, I cannot do this, I should be doing that. So this kid didn't see any boundaries, grabbed the magazine and called up Marvel, and what happened there?
Yeah, I arrived, they were very friendly.
So you went to the offices, they invited you to come to the offices?
Yeah, that was in Park Avenue at that time, they later moved to another place. So, and I went to the main office, and basically I was ready to see Stan Lee and, and all of that. So, first of all, they gave us a tour around the building.
Wait, for those who don't know who Stan Lee is, can you explain it really quickly?
Yeah, he's basically the founder of Marvel Comics, and he's credited with inventing a lot of the superhero characters. And yeah, I mean, like, he was basically also in every Marvel movie. He was always the old guy.
Well, I never knew that. But not sad. So like that's Stan
Many
Lee.
people don't recognize him, but those people who love comic books, especially
Then
those
they know
people,
who Stan Lee is.
they know.
And now I'll have to do that. I have to find out who Stan Lee is. Well, I mean, what he looks like. I know the name, of course. But so anyway, they walk you around the building.
Yep. And I just looked around, and they also showed me some new projects that they're working on. And that was at that time late. I think it was like not long.
Wesley Snipes.
Right. So that was way before the movies came out. So they already had the character and development. And then I had like a talk with one of their. They have.
What you looking for? A designer, a editor, an out there, like a creative.
No, he's the person who hires the designers.
Okay, so like an HR person, you mean?
Yep, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and
A recruiter, internal recruiter. Like
right.
Everybody knows. Like
Right.
Okay.
So and he looked at. I brought all my
Drawings.
at that time. I brought them with me. He looked at it and he said, like, okay, you have skills. So, but he said, what you don't have is you don't fit into our in our margin of our type of artwork, because Marvel, they have their own style of.
Sure, of course.
It has to be superheroes, has to be muscular, and all that type of way.
Were you drawing droopy dudes or what?
No, but like
They weren't like they didn't look.
I have a different style.
Yeah,
So
well, I know.
First of all, most of them they would use just the ink and do the outlines, and then they have the different person to do the coloring. So and I did both together.
Yes.
And I was a little bit more photorealistic. This is this was my approach.
Yeah.
So and they said like, okay, you have the talent, but you should try out with another company. And they said like, DC is down the block here. And I was like, I don't like this.
No. I feel
maybe
it.
some of the crowd roast me for that, but
But I feel it. Like we all have our preferences.
yeah, and of course I like the characters, but I didn't see myself at DC. So I was like, okay, this is probably not my way to go. It's not my avenue.
So you took it as their word. You didn't try to like hustle them back or like get back into it. You were just like, maybe that's not the vibe.
Probably.
You were 15.
Yeah, I was 15. So it was like all or nothing for me at that
Okay,
time.
I feel it, and that's how I thought in that age too.
So and
Either you're with me or you're not with me. You know what I mean? That's what I thought at the age of 15.
So and this was like something like, of course I was devastated, but on the other hand, it's like, okay, I have to do something new. I want to try something new. So and it was during the same trip. We just left the building and we went to a direction of Empire State Building. There are a lot of fashion stores over there.
Right.
And that was the time when I first saw the Karkanai collection. Karkanai clothing. And
Karkanai was like, there was cross colors, there was pili pili, there was
the pioneers of hip hop.
the pioneers of hip hop fashion. But Karkanai, in my opinion, took it a notch up. It had like a super clean like K-A-N-I, right?
And the signature was like even more striking, because that was before everything else came.
I had a Karkanai sweater. Like I loved that. That was my favorite sweater. I loved it so much. It was thick. It had these like
the rib
The
of
rib.
of the sweater, the cuffs. That was like they had like better quality than everybody else
dude,
had.
Karkanai murdered it.
Yeah. So and you remember like even I brought those hoodies back.
This guy always had Tim's, hella big baggy pants, and the freshest sweaters.
Yeah, and it's like this trip was like the time that I went there to see the connection, and I was like, wow, this is something I want to do. So I was like
Inspiration. Your dad made you freeze a little bit,
Yeah.
but he showed you what inspiration could look like.